Okay, this is Packet Tracer D4-131 in the Cisco Discovery book number 4. And the objective of this packet tracer is to demonstrate the functions performed by the distribution layer devices. So a little background for the preparation. VLANs can be added to a network for security purposes and traffic control. Devices on separate VLANs are unable to communicate unless a router has been configured to help with this communication. We're going to observe how packet filtering and route summarization traverse the network using simulation mode. So step 1 is to set up simulation filters to capture routing protocols. So the first thing we need to do is enter simulation mode in Packet Tracer, and we want to edit some filters, and we want to make sure that EIGRP is selected, and which it is, so that's good. And then we're going to reset this, and we're going to auto capture and play. So let me bring this network into view here. So what it's doing is sending packets across the network in simulation mode, and so that one's not successful. So we can kind of watch these packets go across here and see if they're successful or not. And we are observing the EIGRP updates over here. And looks like then we had another packet not successful. So one thing I noticed is some packets are successful and some are not. So we'll have to do a little investigating as to why on that here in just a little bit. Okay, so I think we've done enough checking. We can go ahead and stop that. So step 2, we need to test connectivity between network devices using the real-time mode. So let's switch back to real-time mode. And the step 1 and step 2 is from PC0, we're going to ping PC1, PC2, and PC3. So I'm going to clear that list, and we're just going to send a simple packet from PC0, and we're going to send that over to PC1. And so that has failed. So now we're going to send another packet from PC0 to PC2, and we can see that that one is successful. We're going to send another one to PC3. And we'll scroll down, and that one was successful. So now, step 2, or part 2, excuse me, in step 2 is from PC1, ping PC0, PC2, and PC3. So from PC1, we're going to ping PC0, and that one has failed. So then the next thing we're going to do is go to PC1 to PC2, and that one was successful. And then we're going to go from PC1 to PC3, and that one was successful. Okay. So step 3 is to test connectivity between network devices using simulation mode. So we need to switch from real mode to simulation mode. And then we're going to create a simple PDU from PC0 to PC1, clip capture forward until the PDU has made a complete trip to PC1 and back. So let me just get a little bit more room here. I can see our network. Okay, so a simple PDU from PC0 to PC1. Okay, so then the next thing we need to do is create another PDU from PC0 to PC2. So PC0 to PC2. So we can watch. Okay, so we've tested the connectivity between the devices. Okay, so in our action part, it's asking us why cannot PC0 communicate with PC1, but PC1 can communicate with PC0's default gateway. And then what effect connectivity would removing subinterfaces have? So the problem, I think, is an ACL somewhere. So let me just look at something here. We are on the network 172.16.4.1 there on PC3. And this one is on 172.16.3.network. This one is the 172.16.2.2, and then PC0 is on the 172.16.1 network. So let's go ahead and look at possible problems here. So I'm going to get into this router and take a look at what we have going on here. Distribution 1. So I can see we have an access list on interface FA00, and it's access list 100 in. So it's an extended access list. Let me take a look. Okay, so here's our access list. Let's take a look. Access list 100, deny IP 16.1.0 2. So this is a grouping of IP addresses. So we're denying 172.16.1 all the way to network 172.16.3. So that is the reason that we can ping from PC0 to PC1, and we can do it to PC3 over here, because it's actually in the 4 network, so it's not affected by this access list. And the access list was an FA interface. It was coming in, so that is the reason the access list is preventing those packets from coming back. So let's check the results of our activity and see how we did. Okay, so we have completed this packet tracer video. Again, it was the Cisco Discovery Book 4, and it's Packet Tracer D4-131.